Hi there guys, and what is going on? This is another YouTube tutorial that we're gonna go through here for Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is part 4, so we're gonna hop right into it. So as you can see, this is where we started on the other side of the shark level, the bull shark level. So we're just gonna go past the whirlpool part again, and we're gonna go back to the area that we came in from. As you can see, this is where the stream will end up taking you. So you're gonna go back to the rolling place where you can get the poop. You know already the dung beetles has rolled the ball of poop for you, and you have to roll it up the hill. From that one side, you need to push it all the way up, and then dodge all of the dung beetles so that you can essentially push this big ball on top of one of the biggest dung beetles that's here that's blocking your way. So you're gonna just keep on pushing it up the hill. See, as the cutscene plays, you're just supposed to put a piece of TNT inside and then just roll it right on top. It will automatically do so. So as you can see here, you're just supposed to go all the way back down the hill again. After taking care of the big dung beetle. Just be careful of the other dung beetles, trying to squash you and so on. Then you're gonna grab another ball, and then you're gonna go back up right next to this opening here nearby that house where you got the ball. That's going to be the second part where you roll up the ball. The first one is on the left hand side, I think, just right around the corner of that house where you grab the ball. So there's two different places where you're gonna roll it up the hill. Okay, here we go guys. Once we're nearing to the top of the hill, there's gonna be a secret there that you're going to have to take care of before moving on with the next part of the level. There's two. One is just something extra, and the other one is part of the story. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna hop right on top of that ball that you rolled up the hill, and then hop on top of right all the way on top of the hill. So just like Conker is doing now, you jump on top of the wall and then onto the top of the hill. It takes a few tries, but you'll get it. You can get an extra wad of cash.
Hey, where the you been, you ginger bastard?
Okay, so with this next part, you're gonna go back to the wall of poo that you roll to the top of the hill, and then you're gonna push it into the topmost hole inside the hill. As you can see, the cutscene will play.
Hey, pal, where you going?
Alright, take my advice and get out of here. It's still really bad in there. You just don't want to go in there.
Calm down. Now, just calm down and tell me what's the matter.
Right. Okay. It all started about 2 days ago. Yeah, the wife's got a job in Bromley. It was me and the lads. We're having a cup of tea. The next thing we know, Tess is gone. We couldn't find
The
him.
cup of tea.
I thought, maybe he's just gone off, like do a bit of shopping or something. He never came back. Basil was next. He was just walking along, minding his own business. So I stood down and said, "Hey, Basil, how you doing there, mate?" He waved over. And that was it. This thing came out of the shite. And I thought to myself, oh no, we're getting out of here. So I actually ate first. When I came out, I thought it was all clear. The lads are gone. The bastards didn't help me in. I'm out of here. You can do what you like. There's some money up there if you can be asked to get it. See us.
You see the thing with the money? It's inside the glass room, or the door that has glass over it.
Freak on. How you doing, guys?
Bring me some sweet corn.
Who's that? Can't see anyone. Okay. That's what he wants.
So yes, there's money behind that glass door. But first, you have to complete the boss here. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to smack the piece of sweet corn and then throw it at the tip of that ledge into the pool of sewerage, whatever you want to call it. As you saw already, you're supposed to push the ball of poo into the hill in the utmost, topmost hole. And then it's supposed to go down, break open the bottom section, and then you go in there and the cutscene will play like this. After the first sweet corn that you're going to throw in, this is the cutscene that will play, and then you're going to do all the rest of them. I think there's about 6 of them, I'm not sure, and then the next part will start. So first do that, proceed to dodge the hand, and then just go around and try to smack the sweet corn, throw it over the ledge, and if you do lose parts of your life, which you will, all you have to do is just go and collect a couple of chocolates here and there, and you should be fine. So there was 3 or 4 there on that one part. I think it's 3. And watch out for the falling poo as well. The falling crap. Right. So then you just get a little bit more health up. And then you just carry on going to the other circle or circular area. There's another 3 of them that you're going to throw over that ledge. Just be careful for the hand. It should come up any second. Here we go. So see, just try to dodge that. The hand will kind of help you, to stop them. But to throw them in, you need to dodge that hand and just keep running around that circle. So guys, here's the famous pool song, I think. It's gonna be coming up now any second.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. fish. How about some scat, you little twat?
Let's see what happens, you little twat. Okay guys, so literally this guy's full of crap. We're gonna keep on going on here. This is how the first part is gonna play out. So you're gonna go to the B section and then do the action every time he sings a note. You're gonna throw a piece of toilet paper or toilet roll into his mouth. You're gonna have to aim it quite well, but then he's gonna try to vomit it out. And I think you're gonna have to do this 6 times overall, 8 times.
Do you really think you'll survive in here? You don't seem to know which creek you're in. Sweet corn is the only thing that makes it through my rear. How do you think I keep this lovely grin? Have some more caviar.
Okay guys, so it's split up into 2 parts. After you throw it first time in, then it's gonna be like a small cutscene that you just saw earlier. Then it's gonna split up into a second part after you hit him a couple of times with the toilet paper in the mouth. Then he will start to, get faster and so on, as it's nearing to the end of the boss fight. But for now, what you're gonna have to do is just dodge all of the crap that he's throwing and wait for him to sing the high notes. As soon as he sings the high notes, just aim and then throw straight in for him. Usually between toilet paper throws there will be gaps where he's gonna keep on throwing crap at you, so you're just gonna have to keep on dodging it. As you can see there, you need to just throw it straight in.
Now I'm really getting rather mad, oh, like a niggly tiggly shitty little tag nut. When I've knocked you out with all my bam, I'm going to take your head and ram it up my butt.
Your butt.
My butt.
Your butt.
That's right, my butt.
Ugh.
My butt. My butt.
Okay, you see, that glass door is cracked, and behind there is gonna be the way to defeat him. So what we're gonna have to keep on doing, as you just saw, this is the second part. The music has gone faster, so he's faster, but this is essentially, I think, the last 3 hits, and this is the second part that I was referring to. Just keep on dodging the crap that he's throwing at you, and then try to make it to the B constantly, and wait until he sings the high note. So just be nearby the B, and then wait slowly until you see he's gonna sing a high note. Right. Okay, you see, it's gonna be quite difficult because it's gonna get fast. He's gonna keep on throwing crap at you. Okay, the door finally burst open. So as you just saw now, that was the final hit. So yeah, he is basically defeated, but what you're gonna have to do now is gonna pull that lever in that glass room that just broke, or the glass doored room that just broke. Yeah, because you're gonna just basically flush him and then grab the cash there that the dung beetle was talking about earlier.
That's what I call a bowel movement.
Yeah, okay, that's the end of that. So once this boss fight is done, we're gonna go into that tunnel that just opened up. So I think it's 2 steps down, and then you're going to jump over to that hole. But just be very careful. So just try to fly as far as you can until you cannot fly anymore, and then just drop into the pool like he's doing now. It's the best way to secure the position so that you don't fall all the way back down that hole.
He'd like better have a good excuse this time. That is the last time he stands me up. Conker, I've had it just about up to... Who are you? Look, whatever it is you're selling, I'm just not interested. Well? Oh.
Okay, yeah, so this is how his girlfriend gets captured, and we're gonna have to rescue her at some stage. But for now, we good. We have a few more obstacles that we're gonna have to push through. So in this area, this was quite difficult. I went through this a couple of times. But essentially, you're gonna grab a little bit of air, swim through the first hole, dodge the saw blades or the vent blades, go to the other section where there's air, you know, and just rinse and repeat until you get out completely like he's doing here. It's pretty self-explanatory because you're going to have to get extra air at every spot in between them. You will not be able to go straight through. Because most times you just touching one of those vents is going to trigger the scene where you're gonna get killed. So don't be scared of this part, just go straight ahead. And you're gonna see that the fan that looks like it's gonna cut you up won't be able to touch you. It's just your depth that looks different from that angle. So just go into that tunnel after you come up out of the water. After clearing that area, you go down this way. And then you're gonna jump, glide over to the rope, climb all the way up. You're gonna try to aim first and then jump over to the ladder. Okay, here's the next spot that we're gonna go to. So this is what you needed all of the money for. For the spot walking across this small bridge, we needed 1,000 to pay the toll to get over the bridge.
You'll have to pay the toll. Math night? There you go. $1,000. Thanks. Can I get past now? Hey, I'm not finished yet. We're looking for a squirrel. And I think by the description given to me that you are a squirrel. I am not a squirrel. Yes, you are. You fit the description perfectly. Oh, really? And could you describe this description to me? Well, short, red fur, a big bushy tail, and a twitchy nose. You're a squirrel, all right. And you're coming with me. Look, I tell you I'm not a squirrel. Get your hands off me. I'm an elephant. Squirrels aren't short and furry. They're big and gray. What? Yeah, that's for twitchy noses.
They don't have them.
No, they're long and snouty. They also have flappy ears.
Are you sure?
Course I'm sure. See ya.
There's nothing like a good Now then, it's all right, it's all right. That's not a squirrel. He's an elephant. An elephant. You stupid twat.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Great, so all that work was not for nothing. Get that cash back. Okay, so the next area will be like a prehistoric type of area. So we're gonna try to dodge these dinosaurs and then go up on this small building that is in the middle of the lava.
Hey, over here.
As you can hear, there's some money up there. So yeah, the best way is to enter from one section, go to around the back, enter a new part there, and then go up. And then there you get your cash.
Hey, where the you been, you ginger bastard?
Cool. I can put this for the rest of my dead presidents.
Okay, so the next part, you're gonna jump into his mouth, the statue, then jump onto his nose, and then as you can see, the light bulb will come up for you to do another action, or hit the action button. So your B, I think, I'm not sure, but for this one, you're gonna have to basically jump up and then come back down with it a few times so that you can hit that statue right in. Okay, so now that you've come here, now this is gonna be the start of the level where you're gonna go and try to rescue your girlfriend. So you're gonna see now how to complete this area. So yes, you're gonna go to all of those guys that are standing there, those boulder rock guys, and then there's going to be one of them rolled up in a ball that you're going to have to push and roll before one of them comes near you, because they're all gonna try to hit you constantly and try to keep you away from it. So the best way is for you to try to get hold of that ball while they're being distracted. So bait them to one side and then try to run for it and then just push it away from them. Then you open it, that small door, by jumping on top of that statue's head again. And then you push that boulder man that's rolled up in a ball like that right through. And then it should clear this area and start the next cutscene. Okay, so you're gonna go into this area with the dinosaur area.
Hey, Maestro. Don't you think that's a little bit too dramatic?
Can you give me something with a bit more of a beat? Yeah, that's better.
Okay, so for this first part, we're gonna go to the back of this small area that we are in. So where we entered, we're just gonna go all the way to the back. There should be a door on either side. We then go towards that door and then enter. And just try to get past this caveman. Jump on this guy's tablet like you did before. Okay, so then you're gonna, as your light bulb lights up, obviously, press the button and then you're going to sit on the egg and then
Oh, oh, oh. Ah, here it comes. Whatever it is. Hello. Oh. Loopy. Hi there. Yeah, that's right. I'm your mummy. Come on, follow me.
okay, so the best way to complete this part without having to do any extra parts, taking up extra time or you having to repeat it, the best way is to just walk slowly with him across this part and then out of that door that you just came in from, there's another one on the opposite side of that. So it doesn't matter which door you walk to, just walk to a door by following this pathway that's been carved out on top of the lava. The best thing is to just constantly keep him close behind you as possible, because if you don't do that, sometimes he won't walk after you. The detection that you're going to be walking away from him sometimes is a little bit obstructed for some reason. So the best way is to just take it slowly, piece by piece, and then lead him until there. What had happened to me was before the first, I think, yeah, one or two times when I tried it, the first few times, um, I had to turn back and I had to redo that part over because the the animation and stuff had already played and I ran all the way out before the dinosaur, the small dinosaur, and I had to repeat the entire part again. That's why I'm just trying to give you this advice beforehand. Because I think once this cutscene plays here, right now that we're watching, it can't replay again. In any case, now you take him back to that part where we were at the foot of that gigantic dinosaur's mouth. You know, the one that is hardened. You can choose to lead him to the cavemen and eat them up and so on. But the best thing, yeah, just keep on leading him. Then you need to stand on that bee and then you need to hit that button on the right hand side. It will then lift up this pulley system with a block on it, and then you're going to lead the dinosaur, the baby dinosaur, up this small hill onto the platform where his feet is supposed to be, and then you're supposed to shoot another button on the left hand side, I think, and then yeah, it will obviously, I think you will get what's about to happen.
Be interesting.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see how the level started, whole cutscene and everything, brought that guy with the tablet out again, and then you just have to jump onto the tablet and then get on top of the dinosaur's head, and then there's some cash there for you, a couple of chocolates, and yes, so after grabbing that couple of chocolates,
I'm gonna have that gold card before you know it.
you're just gonna go back the way that you came. See that hanger? That's normally where you will get your save life or an extra life, a tail you'll be able to grab there. In any case, in this part you're just supposed to go to each nostril and then throw pepper inside each nostril, and then just watch out for the green fumes that keep on coming out of his nose. Okay, so you get knocked straight off. Okay, so once you're inside the dinosaur's mouth, as you just saw, you're just supposed to crawl up the tongue. You're supposed to dodge all of the obstacles in his mouth and go across the small gaps, fly straight over. As you can see, I think you first take a right, you go straight on from there, and then you take a left after the first jump. Oh no, you do take a right after the first jump, after the small gap, and then you should be out.
See now. Yeah, that kind of suits me.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go back the way that you came in, because you can't go down that way, the way that you came out. So okay, just keep on finding your way out. Follow exactly what I did on the video if you're struggling to find your way out.
That's quite comfy there. Uh-oh. Oh, not these guys again. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, I'm great. I know. Yeah. Okay, those rock monster guys up there. Do you like them? Well, I don't like them either. Fancy getting rid of them? Sure. Okay, follow me.
Okay, so now you're going to lead the whole new gang of guys, you know, that you just met up with after getting the hat. That was the entire point of getting that hat. That, you know, they will now start following you. But the same way that you led the dinosaur, it's best to lead them in the same way, piece by piece, because uh, you won't always see them following you. So the best is just to double check that they are behind you. Okay, so you just need to help the cavemen just to destroy all of the little boulder guys.
I said no sneakers. Buzz off.
The quickest way it seems is to go behind the guy and then just hit him a couple of times.
Friends here. All right, guys. Steady on. I'll sort this out. So, what do you say?
You seem like my kind of guys. Okay, but I need the password.
Password. Guys, do you know what the password is? Voicio. No.
Fidelio?
How do you know that?
I know everything. I'm the king. Well, I will be. Did you see the prologue?
What?
Oh, nothing. Can you come in?
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
Okay, so this is where you're going to be rescuing your girlfriend. This is where you were supposed to be getting to. This is the main part of the level. So that's how you're gonna open up the first yeah, that's one of the holes that you can push one of the boulder men into. So basically what you're gonna be doing here is the same thing that you were doing in the last one with peeing all over the flames. You're going to get drunk here the same way, but then instead of peeing on flames, you're going to pee on top of those boulder guys, and that's how you use them. They turn into these you know, balls of rock if you pee on them, and then you need to pee on them in a certain order into certain holes. Once you're able to do that, you are able to get your girlfriend safely out, more or less. or that's basically what you are intending to do. So see, you just aim for a guy right in front of that hole, and then you get him right in. And if you are drinking a bit too much and so on, and you know you're not able to complete pushing one of those guys into the hole before getting completely drunk, you're gonna have to go to that plus sign. That's not health, but it's some other type of tablet that helps you to get sober again, so you can restart the process again. If you also fall into that same hole where you push the rock guy into, um, this essentially will be where you're supposed to lead the first rock as it's being shown now. You need to wait until the dancers go all the way out, and then you need to keep on pushing the rock past them. If you do it in front of her, she's going to be able to push the rock off of the ledge, and you don't want that. You want to just keep on balancing them on this ledge like bridge type of situation to get all the way to the other um, pressure or trigger switch. Pressure switch, I think, is the right word. In any case, you're gonna have to keep on doing this. I think it's twice that you're gonna have to do this, if I'm not mistaken. And you're gonna have to pee one into one hole and one into another hole. They all do different things. They're all part of different sequences in the level. So remember, you opened the another door with the guy that you rolled onto the trigger. So you're going to push the second guy into, I think, the first hole. Yes, so essentially you're going to push two of the rock guys in order to break a cage. And so that's the sequence that you have to use, guys, to open up Barry's cage. You're going to have to push two of those guys, and then they're going to fall through the tunnel on top of the cage. That's how you get extra cash as well. You go into that same hole where the last guy went into, so that's, I think, the third hole. Then you will go into where Barry's cage was, and then you'll get some extra cash for that. Okay, then as you are going out,
Where do you think you're going with that? The money.
I'm following her.
I don't think so. Think you need to see why.
Okay.
so guys, not to confuse everybody,
Well,
but as you saw,
this is the fella.
Wait, I'll give you the advice after this cutscene.
Wise guy that tried to steal my dough. What do you gotta say for yourself, boy?
What? Oh, hey. Hey, Barry, how you doing? Me.
Do you know this tea leaf?
Yeah, like I'd associate with a caveman.
The broad does not seem to know you.
Like, is it okay if I go now? I gotta go powder my nose.
Get out of here. Wait. Let's get back to business. I just got one thing to do. I'll be with you in a minute. People gotta show the appropriate levels of respect. When you step out of line, you can expect to be respected back. One of you guys has shown no respect. Who it is, I don't know. Could have been Frankie. Could have been Chicho. Could have been Polly. You don't you ever do that again to me!
Look, you can have the money. I bet I've got more money. You can have that too if you want. Oh no, what am I doing?
Poor Polly.
You can keep the money, but you gotta do me a little job first.
Yeah,
Conker is scared.
but I mean, I'm gonna have to. I'll have to consider it first. But I mean, what is it? What I have to do?
Good, good. I'm glad you accepted. Step this way. Okay, here's the plan. We got ourselves a little problem. In fact, several little problems. You already got the disguise, so that's that one covered. What else you need is one of these. It's called a bomb. These are the problem. Where they came from, I don't know. They seem totally out of place in this ecosystem. But they're here, and they're on my patch. So, what I propose that you do is use your disguise acumen. Take the bomb through here, down here, out of here, and drop it here. And by the way, when that bomb goes off, I suggest you leave town. And if you don't pull it off, I suggest you leave town. Let's go to work.
Okay, so I don't want to confuse everybody, but the best way to complete the previous level inside the club, I forgot to tell you that there's a whole bunch of pressure switches around. It's just basically the first two. There's one near the door that you saw in the beginning that you have to roll a guy onto there. That opens up the first door, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then the second pressure switch is if you push the guy into that hole and then you need to roll him across those ledges and put him into that corner one. That's the second one where you need to roll two guys into the separate holes and to break Barry's cage. This is self-explanatory. This part with the bomb, you're just going to have to try to take the shortest route without knocking into anything and without stopping. You're gonna have to take the same route that I've taken and try to avoid time loss so that the bomb doesn't go off beforehand. I'm sure that if you're going to follow this 100% the way I did it, it will be much easier and you won't lose time. You'll be able to complete the level easier. You'll have more than enough time to get the bomb to where it's supposed to be.
Keep it away. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so after the bomb has exploded and so on, there's gonna be these small chunks of rock that's gonna be on top of the lava, and just jump over them and go into the nearest tunnel that you can see ahead.
Where could we be now, then? Oh,
Cheap shot, bro.
I recognize that money. Oh, no. What is the world coming to? When a squirrel can't even go to a dinosaur-themed world without getting mugged by a bunch of prehistoric rats.
Oi, give me my money back. Back to the moon.
Now that gives me another idea.
Son of a thunderjack, Scrag. What? Circle burn dicht, zifras. Kunstu. Squafetti kunstfera. Atjesse jessa. Burger. Zoom. Yeah. Vado zoom. Let's go. Right. Time to teach those.
Okay, so as you can see, he talked about an idea that he got. Okay, so he was talking about an idea. Well, obviously, the idea is self explanatory. Looks like he's going to try to knock everybody into the water. So that's what you need to do here. That's what I had to do. Um, it was really difficult because of the turns and having to repeat it over and over. But you need to get close enough, just close enough to hit them with a frying pan off of the yeah, this hoverboard type of thing that they are riding on. You need to get closest to the one right at the back, hit him, and you get a small section of the money, and then you need to repeat it until all of them are, knocked out. And it takes a few rounds going through the area like this. But like I'm saying, it took me multiple tries to do this part. And it's because there's so many areas where you can not only get stuck in, but there is just absolutely no way for you to be able to do this perfectly, unless you're some type of genius or master or whatever with games. But for me as an average person, I took quite a few tries, and to figure it out, at the end, see, that's what you basically have to do to all of them. Knock them off, and then you'll get all of your cash back. So that's, I think, two of them that we knocked off now. So the third one, the last guy, I think, yeah, the boss. I think he's the final guy, if I'm not mistaken. You see, you have to get right next to them more or less to hit them with the frying pan. Otherwise, it's quite difficult. Um, yeah, for the game to recognize that you're hitting him. So you have to like see right next to him almost, and then smack him with the pan. Yeah, I think here's the last guy coming up now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he comes as soon as you're getting closer to the checkpoint. I'm not sure, but or I think they just come in an order. In any case, There is money in one of the areas that you're supposed to acquire here, but after smacking him down, you should be able to get a chance to go and get it because that gate should open up once you hit the last guy down and then you have your last bit of cash from the last dude. You see there, it's a different area that has opened up and then the gate will open and then you have to just crash into the money. And that's how you end it.
Ah, yeah, this is more like it. An appreciative audience at last. Somebody's pleased to see me. Hey, yeah, I know, I'm great. Yeah, hey. Oh, I knew it was too good to be true.
Oh, it's I. Square Burgess. Sulle fangi. Satita makane.
Not quite sure what's going on here, but there seems to be a door over there. So I think I'll just move on over and, say my farewells.
Alright guys, we're going to stop here. This was a great video and thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and like and also comment on any games that you want me to finish. Until next time guys, have a good one.